Well, welcome everyone to blustery Gill Stadium today for today's matchup between the West Blue Knights and the Souhegan Sabres. My name is Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television. I'm glad to be here on this sunny, somewhat nice day, but it is blustery as can be out there, as we've repeated over and over again. Along with me today is Ryan DeRoy. Ryan, pleasure to be back here in the booth at Gill Stadium.
Thanks, Kyle. Coming out of hibernation today, but the weather is still quite cold, so I'll be looking to go back into my cave a little bit later.
It's 58 degrees right now. It feels much chillier on this Friday, April 23rd, and we are glad to be here for West's first home game of the year. They've started the season 0-2 after facing Souhegan on Tuesday, a 7-3 loss, and also a loss to the Pelham Pythons a few weeks ago as well. So we'll see what they can do with the starting pitcher today is Jacob Plamondon, as he keeps fouling them off. We have no scoreboard operator today, so we're going to do our best to keep things interesting.
Colby steps in for Souhegan, and Souhegan starting the season off 2-0, Kyle, with a much better go of luck in terms of the weather affecting these games.
As we look at the forecast for next week, I saw 80s for Thursday, so we just got to get through this. A blistering single out there to left field, and the Sabres able to get the first batter on first base. And
he strikes that to the opposite side very well with power, gets it right by the shortstop. Bringing up Burke. We do have a set of the brothers on here. This will be the first one.
Yeah, we don't have the first names of Souhegan. Now, they gave us the roster, but unfortunately it's only last names and first initials. So we're just going to go with the flow here as we get a strike call here. As
the first of the Burks brothers, that's second base here, number 17, steps in and looking at the first pitch, and a very big lead over there at first. Checking him and keeping him honest. Let's see if Souhegan tries to move the runners up.
Well, we'll see what happens. They scored 4 on Tuesday in the first inning, which really kind of helped their cause, winning 7-3.
And he's off.
And he's stolen base possibly here. Throw is down there. It's not able to held on to, and he is safe.
Colby's showing some real good speed over there, an aggressive lead with a very good jump on that. Made it very easy for him to swipe that bag.
Well, obviously scoring first obviously puts the other team at a disadvantage, and that's exactly what the Sabres are looking to do here in their yellow jerseys with white pants and yellow socks. Pitch is a strike call. It is thinking it's a 2-1 count. I'm not sure which way the umpire is saying. It's we don't have the windows open. It is a little too windy for our liking up here in the booth, and with the wind's blowing our way, it really would have affected the audio too much. A grounder here to shortstop, throw over to first, and they are able to get the first out, but that moves the runner over to third base, and the Sabres only with one out and a runner at third base looking to get the lead early in this game.
That brings up the right fielder, Bagshaw, left-handed hitter.
Which is huge right here. He's got a good flow of hair coming out of the back of the helmet here, number 13, so we'll see if that will be flowing in the wind, if he happens to lose his helmet or anything like that throughout this game. With this wind being strong, these hats might be blowing off later on.
Look for Souhegan to move this ball to the right side to advance that runner to score early in the game to get ahead here. Should be pretty easy to do, so West should try to keep that ball in the outer half of the plate here to try to keep that ball on the left side to hold that runner.
Well, pitcher Jacob Plamondon in a little bit of a bind here. We had a nice chat with him before the start of this game, and we asked him, grounder right back to him. He's able to snag it, throw it over to first base for the out, and to save the run. Great job by Jacob Plamondon to keep the game scoreless and to help his cause as he had a nice tumble to the ground, but is able to get up and throw it to first base in time.
And Colby had a really good jump on his way to the plate. He had to halt the brakes a little bit and head back to third. Excellent play by Plamondon.
Well, now there's 2 outs in the top of the first inning here, and we'll see if West can get out of this. A foul ball back our way.
Yeah, that brings up Dufour.
I used to work with a Nick Dufour, and of course his first initial is an N, so I immediately thought back to my high school days when I used to work with a Nick Dufour, and it'd be hilarious if it actually is Nick, but it could be a Nate, it could be a I can't think of too many other end names right now, but a pickoff attempt. It's the bag, and he's going to come down to score. A good attempt there by Jacob Plamondon, just not able to catch that ball. It bounced off of the bag into left field, and the Sabres able to get a 1-0 lead right there. Unfortunate situation there, Ryan.
Yeah, it is unfortunate for Plamondon. It is easy to kind of jump on those runners, and one thing that you'll consistently see is in the high school level is a lot of these base runners trying to catch the attention of the pitcher to kind of get them off their game, and that is one example of where they took full advantage, and Burt comes across to score, or Colby rather comes across to score, and now we're looking at Dufour with a 1-1 count.
I'm not sure if Lopez just wasn't really expecting that throw to be so quick. There really wasn't an attempt. It was more, inside pitch. I thought that was going to hit him, but he was able to kind of jump back out of the way. Big number 24 here for the Sabres.
He comes in with a 2-1 count, nice hitter's count, hugging that plate real tight. Let's see what Plamondon has.
Got a nice bend in the legs. High pitch inside. A 2-2 count now. Yeah, Jacob Plamondon said he doesn't really have a nickname. He had a nickname of Smalls when he played Little League, but he's grown to be pretty good size. And a hit out to right field there is going to one-hop the right fielder, and another single here for the Sabres, a 2-out single. And that makes Dufour at first base with the batter here, Ryan.
Yeah, it looks like we've got the second Burke brother, and he will be the third baseman coming in. A great piece of hitting there by Dufour, just putting the bat on the ball and gently pushing it out to the right side to May for that hit.
The wind is blowing left or right here today at Gill Stadium, so any ball that gets hit to right field could be an issue. See what's the Sabres take advantage of that, but obviously the West is going to do everything they can. We saw a lot of fly balls to left field during Monday's game, but today does not seem like it's going to happen too much. And we even had a in-the-park grand slam for Central the other day, but they were not able to defeat the Nashua North, I believe it was, that they faced. Another swing there. Plamondon feeling good.
Yeah, he's starting to settle in here and get his strikes in the zone with a powerful fastball, using his height. Not so small anymore.
No, not small at all. And a hit out to center field. It looks like he's got a good read on it. He just drops down, and the right fielder is able to get that, but he's going to get a single on that, and that makes Dufour over to third base. An unfortunate situation there. I don't know if the wind played a factor like we've been saying, or if the sun was in his eyes. We're not really sure, but a tough 2-out single there.
It looks like the wind was pushing pretty hard. It might have squared that ball up when pushed no spin on the ball. It basically has a knuckleball effect. Generally, when you see that, the center fielders will have to really get a good eye on it, and it looks like he just kind of misread that slightly.
And Sabres, after scoring 4 in the first on Tuesday, with a chance to possibly put some more runs, leading 1-0 in this game.
That brings up
a pickoff attempt over to first base. Umpire says safe.
The designated hitter, Novak, steps in. Runners on the corners, couple ducks on the pond here, Kyle, and obviously that 1-run lead. They're looking to bust this one open early.
See what happens here.
Runners off at first.
Another hit out to center field. It's going to hit into the gap and roll all the way to the fence. 1 run has scored. Another seems to be heading safely to home. And we're going to get a stand-up triple for the Sabres as they take the lead 3-0.
Norvak really tore that one off. He sat right on it and busted it right in the gap. Really good opposite field hitting.
A tough break here. The West Blue Knights almost got out of the inning on a fly ball to center field that kind of caused a little bit of trouble for the center fielder. And now, with a runner on third, a 3-0 lead for the Sabres, and Plamondon not happy right now.
Now the catcher, Reith, is in.
Reith has a big 31 on his backside. I like the stars on the sleeves for the Sabres jerseys. I got to say that. It's kind of nice to see some difference in just color. Another strike call. Reith in the hole here.
0-2. Plamondon really coming in and saying, I'm going to take care of this myself. Taking ownership of those hits. 3-run lead for the Sabres. Shakes them off and sets.
The pitch. a little bit of a curve that didn't curve enough, and we have a ball to Reith.
Yeah, Reith holding strong, and that was gotta say, a pretty ballsy protect there with 2 strikes on him.
Plamondon plays shortstop and second base as well. A fly ball back our way, lands on the roof. We'll have to go get that in between innings here. Get that ball back to the team, as they, we have a short amount of balls in this pandemic era of baseball. These teams are in charge of bringing their own balls to the game, and a timeout called. A 1-2 counts here as Plamondon tries to get out of this inning with a K. Just low. Wasn't sure if it was outside or not. Obviously, I could see that it bounced at the catcher, who's doing a good job back there. I had a nice chat with both of them between games and before the game, and a single up there to center field, 2 hops in, we get another run, and just like we saw on Tuesday, the Sabres take a 4-0 advantage in the top of the first inning.
Yep, it was a good job protecting there by Reith, and pays dividends. You get to see a lot of those pitches, and when you get a chance to see a lot of pitches, you're able to kind of adjust and take your time and be patient. And he really did a good job protecting the plate there with 2 strikes.
I don't know if there's something wrong with the umpire here or what, but he seems to be questioning things over here. The Sabres, a little bit of confusion. We don't really know exactly what's happening here, but it looks like we're going to get a pinch runner.
Alrighty.
Courtesy runners are allowed in NHIAA baseball here, so going with a much quicker runner here, so they might put up more than 4 runs here. We'll see what happens here, as they are 1 stolen base already this inning, and it's tough when you score 3 runs on 2 outs. And a throwback to first, not in time, as he was able to get back safely.
And that's Carr over at first base, who replaces Reith and relieves him of his running duties.
That's the type of position I would want. I always like to use my speed. Another throwback to first base.
Yeah, Plamondon is distracted by this runner, and with 1 down still, I believe.
2 outs. 2 outs here.
2 outs. So
2 outs, yep.
See if he can get open. The runner does
and
go.
He's stealing. Let's see if he's caught. And he looks like to be safe. And now Sabres in business again. Runner in scoring position. And Plamondon, you can see the wind blowing off these pants and jerseys right now. It is got to be gusting to at least 20, even some gusts of 30 miles per hour. I even see the billboard that's been up there for 8 years starting to fall down here. As the centennial celebration was back in 2013, yet it's still up here. And thankfully, Plamondon gets that K that he's been trying for, and we are able to get out of the top of the first inning. West Blue Knights down 4 runs already, and they'll see what they can do with their bats. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's baseball action. We are back here for baseball action as the Souhegan Sabres up 4-0 against the West Blue Knights. First pitch here in the bottom of the first inning, just outside a ball, as we are trying to get some runs here for these West Blue Knights. As Austin Chanel up the bat here fouls one way over towards Maple Street, and thankfully no broken windows or sunroofs at all. It didn't make it that far, but we'll see what happens. As a long top of the first inning here for the Blue Knights on defense. We'll see if Chanel can kind of get something going here. Ooh, bad swing right there.
That's unfortunate to see.
That's unfortunate to see, as
Quick 0-2 count.
AC here, Austin Chanel, number 10, who plays shortstop and third base, down in the count. And a strike 3 just like that. Quick work from Austin Chanel, and there is now 1 out in the inning.
Yeah, quick work there by the pitcher there, Wilson. And he was working in those high fastballs, and they were chasing. And that'll bring up Plamondon, the pitcher, with Salzo Rojas on deck.
Plamondon trying to get something going here. I do appreciate the socks that Plamondon has here. He
bring back the old school stirrups there.
I'm always been a big fan of wearing the socks. I don't like the. I can wear the long pants, but I just feel like for baseball, I'm a big fan of the Red Sox, and I like to wear my socks high.
That's right.
start to see the big leaguers also kind of carry the Sox back in, the new styles and stirrups and everything. It's nice to see.
The pitch, a grounder over to second base, able to snag it, throw it over to first, and we have 2 outs in the inning here. Blue Knights making quick, easy work for Wilson here, and this is not what we want to see for the Manchester team here from West High School.
Burke making that quick play, nice, easy, fundamental ground ball retrieval there, and easy throw to first for the out. That brings up Cesar Rojas, the catcher.
Eddie, the big catcher, number 9. He's a favorite Major League Baseball player. Not a fan of him, but I respect it. Manny Machado.
Manny Machado, definitely one of the one of the players that brings his swagger to the game. A very big competitor in the league, but especially up this way in Boston, not too many fans of him up this way, Kyle.
After the unfortunate retirement of Dustin Pedroia, as his last game was, Machado slid into him. So obviously Eddie is a catcher, plays a different position than third base like Manny Machado, but he's a big fan of baseball. His future career plans include baseball, and his goal for the season to hit a home run. And today is not the day, being a right-handed hitter and the wind coming in from left field. So as he gets a hold of it, but it's gonna slice foul over the fence into the bullpen, bounces and hits the fence, able to stay in the bullpen. So, when they need a relief pitcher, at least they already have a ball out there. Eddie Salzo Rojas waits for the pitch. And a ball. That's close. A full count now.
Yeah, Wilson's out pitch definitely seems to be his high cheese, and he's bringing it pretty hard today, despite the wind. Definitely playing advantage to this.
Huge advantage here and a strike 3, and Wilson able to make quick work. 1, 2, 3. No runners left on as we go to the second inning. A 4-0 Sabres lead as they come back to the plate. We'll be right back for the Manchester Public Television's baseball action. And we are back for the second inning with Manchester Public Television's baseball action. My name is Kyle Hevey. Along with me is Ryan DeRoy. We're happy to be here with you on this beautiful, blustery, if you like wind, day as Sauhegan Sabres up 4-0 here, up to the bat again, as the younger brother, or maybe the older brother, we don't know which one it is, Colby, who plays out in center field, is up to bat here with a quick foul ball.
And they've almost batted around here with a 4-run first inning.
And exciting news here from Gill Stadium that we have the scoreboard operator here now. So we are able to kind of cheat our way through the system as another strike goes by. Plamondo trying to ease his way after a tough first inning. His teammates were not helping. And that's strike 3 for sure. Colby goes down with K, and Plamondon 2 straight strikeouts. And we have a 1 out here in the top of the second.
Yeah, nice work by Plamondon, actually rebounding really quickly here, and it's kind of a blessing in disguise to have a quick bottom of the first, where he threw so many pitches in the first. He gets to stay warm, come out and keep his arm loose and throw hard. So nice quick K there.
And that leads us to the top of the order with the other Colby. We got the Colby system here, and see if this one had a nice single in the top of the first to get that first run. And we'll see what he can do here at his second attempt facing Plamondon. Outside pitch there.
And Plamondon looks to really step in towards the second time go around the batting order here. And let's see if he can get some confidence back in the strike zone.
And you can see the spot where he lands. It's starting to get a hold. Wow, tough swing there. It looked like it was a little inside from up here, but maybe he likes those type of pitches. As now the first baseman is saying to his right fielder, move that way, because you can see that if he gets a hold of it, it's going to go down that line. A bouncing ball goes for a ball. We got a 2-2 count now.
I am surprised where they have the center fielder pretty well positioned. The right fielder is playing a little bit deeper than normal.
But you shouldn't expect too many balls to go over the center fielder today with that wind blowing in from the northwest.
Well, that's what I mean, Kyle. It seems like they should be playing the second baseman a little bit deeper, since they have the ability to kind of play ahead on the left-handed hitter and spare some of that short field and right, so the right fielder can cover the right side as he takes the walk down to first after ball 4.
And his second time to first base in this game already, and we're only in the second inning. As Colby able to say thank you very much. We'll take a free base, and he got a stolen base in the first. We'll see if he goes for another one here in the second. As Plamando looks over, let's see the pitch. Fouled off. Big number 17, Burke. Burke. Not sure what he did in the first. I believe he might have gotten out.
Grounded to short.
Yeah, he grounded out to short
Grounded
base.
to
That's
short.
what- short base. Short stop. Oh, a throw over. Nice job by the first baseman. A one hopper, and it was not able to get by, as we saw in the first inning when the ball gets over into foul territory. There's a lot of room over there for running, and hopefully, and he's off. A high throw, and he is safe. A Superman slide there.
And it keeps the tag on him. And as soon as he made that pickoff play, the third base coach came out immediately giving some signals. So I would just not the slightest bit surprised to see them take some action after Lamondan throwing over a couple times.
Well, one out in the top of the second inning, and we have a Sabre at second base in scoring territory, and we'll see what Burke can do. Either brings him in or grounds out again. Inside pitch there. And now we have a 2-1 count.
2-1 count, first base open here. You're going to look for Burke to push that ball to the right side and advance the runner as Colby takes a very big lead at second base.
Low ball 3. Flamondon in a little bit of trouble here. Down 4-0. Runner in scoring territory, and can't give another walk for this inning. And he does, though. He does not listen to my little bit of advice, and now we have runners at first and second with still only one out.
Well, the advantage there of force play at second base here, maybe you can get a ground ball and a double play and get himself out of here, but that brings up Bagshaw, who with a left-handed batter up, we're going to see that ball likely go to the right side, which will try to move those runners along, but let's see what he can do here with the big stick.
He's going for a bunch attempt. He gets away from Salza Rojas, and possibly, no, he decides to stop after turning really hard on third base as Colby and Burke both move up. And now we have runners at second and third, and still only one out. Eddie had a little difficulty there. I think he was expecting that bunt to work, and it did not. The ball kind of grazed off his glove and went behind to the backstop.
Well, that tells me that might have been a cross-up there where you had the double steal on and may have thought that was a bunt signal. But,
And a fly ball way out into foul territory, and the parents will get a free souvenir here, and still 1-1 count.
1-1 count, and look for Bagshaw to go to the right side here and at least score a run on a ground ball. Best case scenario, get it to the outfield and might get a couple here, Kyle.
Hey,
Even spell some trouble.
Ducks in the pond. They scored 3 with 2 outs in the first, and we'll see what they can do with they're scoring 1. Called strike 3? No, that call was a little funky. Yeah, there's only 2 strikes. The umpire and the players are arguing right now as a little bit of confusion, as I thought there was only 2 strikes, and now here we are with now 2 outs.
Lamondan will take it and well, obviously pull the tape back.
Lamondan, the last 3 outs have been by the K, so we'll see what he can do here to get out of this inning. Obviously with some ducks in the pond here for number 24, Dufour, who was able to get a single in the first inning. And if he gets a single again out to the center field area, that's going to bring in 2 more runs, and that'll make it a 6-0 game. But Lamondan is trying to work to make this not happen.
Lamondan looking to throw a little bit extra heat on his fastball here. He's really focused on getting these hitters out at the plate.
A bouncing ball, nice save by Eddie to keep a run from scoring. 3-0 count though.
First base open again.
That'll be a 3rd walk of the inning if they decide to walk him. A strike there, Dufour. Not really on the disagreement side. He kind of started taking a few steps to first base. That sometimes agitates the umpire.
It's
So
never a good look, Kyle.
that is not a fun, smart thing to do. As either way, the next pitch is a ball, and now 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and now Eddie is going to come talk to Jacob, as well as the coach and the first baseman. Oh, maybe not. First baseman gets waved away. Plamondon throwing the ball into his glove, not pleased right now.
And he's just trying to go out there and calm him down, Kyle, and slow the pace down and get him to focus here.
A lot of pitches for these first 2 innings, for sure.
Well, I mean, the main thing is here is, high school baseball is, very competitive, but, if they can get away from you very quickly and he wants to just reel him in and get him down here, he's got 2 outs. He's in a good situation where they can get an easy out at any base. So really, he just needs to pitch to his defense and put the ball over the plate, and that's all the coach is going to go out there and tell him likely.
Well, we'll see what we can do here as the batter starts walking up. Number 19, the Burke other brother, as his brother is at third base, hoping to score. And look at all the sand blowing off the infield right now.
And he wisely steps off to let that calm down, and he sets.
Wow, you can hear the wind gusts. A grounder, foul ball though. It would have scored at least 2 as the left fielder now just getting to it. And both Colby and Burke were already rounding around. Excuse me, the older Burke is at second base, not third. Colby is at third. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. And see if he tries to do the same thing again. The pitch. Called strike.
Goes right back on the inside half, showing some real good perseverance there. Nice job by Plamondon.
Plamondon
Count 0-2.
has him in the hole. Let's see if he can bury the snake. Oh, a high fly ball. Plamondon running over here, and it
Just
lands
outside.
on the dugout of the Souhegan Sabres. Plamondon really wanted that out. He ran as fast as he can, and I was impressed with his speed right there, off the mound to run and try to attempt to catch that ball.
Well, again, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Can really waste one here if he'd like. Try to get him to swing, but let's see if he can pitch to his defense here and get an easy out.
Second foul ball in a row.
Well, credit to these Souhegan Sabre hitters, Kyle. They're really battling strong with 2 strikes. And not for nothing, Plamondon has been right around the plate the entire game. They're just getting a piece of everything that can really put it into play and do some damage.
Defense makes you happy, and unfortunately you did not get any in the first. Ooh,
Good waste pitch there.
He tried to get him to chase, and it did not work. He threw a lot of fastballs and then threw it up with a little changeup. And nice work by the Burke brother to not fall for it.
Now he's seen the off speed, so let's see if he goes back to the fastball here, and he does.
He
And
does.
Strike 3 called. Excellent pitch by Plamondon.
Plamondon, 3 walks and 3 Ks and 3 men left on base as Sabres are not able to score. We'll take a break here from Gill Stadium. Souhegan Sabres 4 and the West Blue Knights 0. And we're back for the bottom of the second inning here from Gill Stadium. The Souhegan Sabres up 4-0 as Israel Lopez, not Israel Lopez, I have a different number. Number 12 is up to bat here.
Yeah, Lebrecq is up to bat here against Wilson. And first pitch, swing and fouls it back. 0-1 count. Wilson making quick work of the Blue Knights last inning, Kyle. 2 strikeouts, and was able to get in and out very quickly. Let's see if the Blue Knights can really get in here and do some damage.
Matt Lebrecq playing first base here for the Blue Knights. His nickname is his last name, makes it easy for us. Outside pitch there.
All right, we got a 1-1 count.
His favorite Major League Baseball player, Chris Bryant.
Not a bad choice there, Chris
Not a
Bryant,
bad choice at
winning
all.
a
I can
world
see that
champion with the Cubs.
his stance is kind of similar to Chris Bryant, so we'll see what he can do. And he fouls one back, and he's down in the count, 1-2. His favorite subject in school? Same as me, gym class. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with a little, didn't matter if I was playing field hockey or
I was about to say, I could picture you being a demon on floor hockey there.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely, had the moves, a grounder over to first base. Easy play right there. And the First out of the inning is there as Matt Lebrecht is retired.
2-4 goes unassisted on that easy ground ball to the right side. Wilson pitching to his defense very, very well and just showing great command of his fastball.
And now up to bat, number 14, Ethan May up to bat. I talked to him, joked around a little bit. He didn't have a favorite musical artist, so I said I'd give him Michael Jackson, and he didn't fight it. So apparently he's a thriller out here, playing outfield for the Blue Knights. His favorite Major League Baseball player, another outfielder, Mookie Betts, as he takes a called strike there, went around a little bit, and 1-1 count.
Wilson be showing some real good control here, and it's keeping these Blue Knights quiet at the plate.
Very quiet so far, as we've had a bad outside swing right there. Gotta love the hair flow from Ethan May, though, as he is even his teammates were saying he's got the best head of hair, a great head of lettuce.
1-2 from Wilson is a
Wilson
strike.
Gets another K there. I believe that's his third of the game.
It's his third strikeout. Yep.
And just like that, 2 outs in the inning, which now brings us up to number 1, Israel Lopez. The first pitch here, high. His nickname is Izzy. Plays third base, shortstop, second base, and pitches. So he is a all around quite a player here, as he gets a swinging strike there. 1-1 counts.
It's almost like a lot of them aren't sure what's coming from Wilson. He's disguising those pitches extremely well. He's got a great windup and hiding the delivery spot and getting some pretty ugly swings here, Kyle.
Izzy Lopez, ball right there. Wasn't sure. We have a tough advantage here, where we couldn't tell if that was.
Might have been low there.
Umpire thought exactly what you were thinking, Ryan, and now a 2-1 counts. Ooh, Izzy has to duck down. A 3-1 count now, as Wilson in a little bit of trouble. First time we've had to say that in this early part of this ball game.
Well, let's see if he can put one over the plate here. And usually when he gets behind in the count, he'll pitch to his defense and just get something for them to hit. Timeout called.
Izzy holding his shoulder in that swing, trying to get himself squared away. He needs to go. He's expecting a strike here, and see what Wilson can do. Called strike. I looked outside from here, Ryan. I don't know how you were feeling about that.
Well, he toes the rubber and throws from the opposite side, so coming over that corner is going to give the umpire a very favorable angle to the pitcher. So it was an excellent use of the black there by Wilson.
Full count with 2 outs here, and a strike 3. Wilson able to get through the inning as fast as he did in the first inning, and 4, 5, 6 goes the Blue Knights. We'll take a break and come back as the Sabres will take the bats and see what they can do, up 4-0. We'll be right back with Manchester Public Television's Baseball Action. As we are back for the top of the third inning, Jacob Plamondon still on the mound after giving up 4 runs in the first inning. We'll see what he can do here in the third. First pitch is a strike there, as the Sabres looking to do more damage, but we'll see what happens with number 18, Novak.
Yeah, he had that triple last time at bat. Really big hit out to the right side as he grounds to second. Go throw over to first. And 1 down very quickly. Plamondon making quick work of it.
2 pitches right there for Jacob Plamondon. That's the way you want to work the get those easy outs. And now up to bat, number 31 for the Sabres.
That's Wright, the catcher, is up to bat now. And let's see if Plamondon can keep this streak going. Made quick work of the second half of the inning there with his batters, and see if he can get some strikes here.
Wright having a good day behind the plate right here, making easy work of the first 6 batters for the Blue Knights.
Him and Wilson are definitely in sync, Kyle.
And we'll see what Plamondon and Rojas can do. A grounder right back to Plamondon. Plamondon looking like he's Greg Maddux out here with these fantastic plays. I'm going to give him the gold glove so far for the pitching spots. But we'll see. 2 outs now in the top of the third inning as 4 pitches. So Plamondon feeling locked in right now. And now We'll see. Sabres scored 3 with 2 outs before. Let's see if they can do it again.
It's good to see him comfortable as Button steps in and starts out with the ball low. But quick work, and now trusting his ability to be in the zone to have his defense behind him as well as his own, Kyle.
West Blue Knights having a little difficulty in this game so far, being down 4-0. Ball 2 right there.
2-0 count. He looks down to his coach. See if he's going to sit on one here. He's right in the middle of the box. Barrel of the bat right over the middle of the plate here.
Eddie setting up.
Wow. And
inside.
Plumond loses his hat on that one, Kyle.
I told you it was going to happen in the first inning. I knew someone was going to lose their hat. We saw the center fielder having issues on one of those singles out his way, and now Jacob Plamondon having issues on the mound. As that does not affect him. The next pitch is a strike, but it was a 3-0 count, so he was not swinging on that.
3-1. And let's see if he can battle back here in the count or if you can make him swing at a bad pitch here.
Get a nice ground ball. That's what we really want. As he singles one down there to right field, and it goes foul. Nearly went into the lacrosse net as well, as the right fielder had to go quite a ways to go get that. But, hey, the count is full.
Plamondon gave it to him in a good spot where he could hit it, and he ends up getting just a long strike out of it. Now we're battling back with a full count, 2 outs. Let's see if he can close this inning out with a K.
He's done that in the first inning and I believe the second inning, so we'll see if he can get through the third. Fouled back to the backstop.
Yeah, he's got the right idea there, Kyle. Using that fastball disadvantage. It seems to be in control with that fastball. Full count. Button really battling in this at-bat.
Was up 3 on the count. Now a full and the pitch. A grounder to shortstop. Easy play over to first, and Plamondon able to make quick work of the Sabres in the top of the third, going 1-2-3, but the Blue Knights still down 4 runs. We'll see if the energy has switched over to the home team, as we'll take a quick break here from Gill Stadium with the Sauhegan Sabres taking the field up 4-0. We'll see what the Blue Knights can do. We'll be right back. We are back for the bottom of the third inning with Wilson still in command, having retired the first 6 batters, no problem. But we'll see what Amar Duty can do here as he takes the first pitch as a ball. The second baseman here for the Blue Knights. Favorite Major League Baseball player? DJ LeMahieu.
Interesting choice.
Interesting choice for sure. LeMahieu not having a great start to the season, but obviously it's all that matters is the finish of the season. And a strike call. Ooh,
Nice
Duty
movement
did
on that
not
pitch.
appreciate that. He kind of jumped back thinking that it was an inside pitch, and umpire says, hey, man, step in there and step away. A soft grounder to second base, takes a couple hops, and just like that, the 7th straight out here for Wilson. Sabres enjoying an easy day so far in the field, as now up to bat will be number 8, Nathaniel Mendez, the designated hitter.
Yeah, and Duty making a quick out air, grounding out to his own second baseman.
Second baseman grounding to exactly his position. A swing and a miss there by Nate, as that's his nickname. It's not too many people that actually go by their full Nathaniel, besides Nathaniel Radcliffe and the Night Sweats. That's another one. He does not have a favorite artist and band, so I'm going to introduce him to Nathaniel Radcliffe and the Night Sweats. I think he might appreciate someone with a full name Nathaniel. And a strike
boy.
call. 1-2 in the count now. Goes Mendez.
You know, these hitters, if they're going to, he's towing the line, he's got to swing at that stuff if he's going to position himself there, Kyle.
And the pitch from Wilson, grounder. Mendez staying alive. His favorite subject in school is U.S. history, and let's hope that he does not become history by Wilson here at the plate.
Well, Wilson's pace is very fast, and generally when a pitcher is confident and in control and pitching well, they like to keep things moving quickly, and Wilson is no different. But again, towing that line really closely. Goes
Oh, a curveball with the K. Mendez, his knees almost broke there, waiting for that pitch to come by him, and Wilson is doing a little walk around the bat or walk around the pitcher's mound saying, "Yeah, man, I had you."
And Wright speaking very good, noticing that he was riding up on the plate there with that curveball and left him as a pair of shoes up there, Kyle.
Foul ball up this way behind us as Mike McNally, number 4, the outfielder, comes up to bat. I like his future career plans. Make money. We'll see what McNally can do here. He needs to be money for the Blue Knights here as the outside pitch from Wilson. Favorite food is burritos. Can't go wrong with that. A little Chipotle. If you're from ever in the Concord area, Dos Amigos is a big favorite of mine. And this outside pitch again. Reith with an interesting positioning there. He almost like is set up almost like the catcher for the Cubs with really a wide stance. But a 2-1 count now.
All right, so it appears to be Kavanaugh that's hitting in McNally's play.
Jimmy Kavanaugh.
Let's see here. Wilson fires.
A fly ball out there to right field. Gets the wind, and it's going to fall in for a ground rule double is what they're looking like. The ball kind of got away, and he just keeps on running. The umpires say otherwise. And just like that, we have a triple. The perfect game no-hitter is gone as a great hit there by Kavanaugh.
That opposite field pitch, and what we're trying to figure out now is a double, and it looks like it was in the gravel.
It was. I'm gonna zoom in all the way down there. You can see that the ball went past behind the fence there, and it looks like he's gonna.
Still has his hands up, but it does not appear that they're acknowledging it at all. As Wilson is on the mound and the hitter has stepped in. So that play becomes history at this point.
And number 10 comes up to bat here. That's the top of the lineup, Austin Chanel, who went way in the first inning. And he gets a hold of one, sends it out to center field. Let's see if the center field can handle it, and he does for out number 3. Wilson gives up a single, gets a runner to third base, but is able to keep the shutout going as we end the third inning with the Sabres still leading 4-0. We'll be right back. We'll see what the Sabres can do as we take a break. As we come back for the top of the 4th inning, Jacob Plamondon still on the mound, making easy work of the Sabres in the 3rd inning, going 1-2-3, and we'll see what he can do in the 4th. Down 4-0 are the Blue Knights, as Colby, the brother, the last batter in the lineup, comes up to bat.
And Plamondon showing a lot of confidence going into this inning here, making quick work. Last inning, we're already into the 4th inning, Kyle, and let's see if the Blue Knights can keep this effective defense and pitching up.
Just outside there.
Yeah, we called it a strike.
Oh, it was a strike. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I looked
nice
up at the
pitch.
scoreboard really quickly to just to check the count, and I read that wrong. So my apologies. Plamondon with him in the hole. A grounder off the
It's gonna be a
base.
tough play.
Plamondon
bare hands and
decides to
smartly
hold
hangs
off
onto it.
on it, and an infield single leads the Sabres with base runner.
Well, the Kobe brothers both seem to have lightning fast speed, Kyle, and he makes a quick work over to first base, and now his brother will try to pick him up.
Number 14, the leadoff hitter, is 3rd time up to base here, or up to the plate here in this game.
And Plamondon will do anything to keep him off the base pass with 2 stolen bases already, as well as a hit and a run scored. Looking down to the third base coach.
Plamondon, a lefty here. Throw over to first. It's called safe.
Well, let's take a look down here. We're seeing the signals being given here.
The umpire comes out from behind the plate.
Kobe with a small lead at first base. And he's going.
A
Ball.
grounder. Nice work by the first base coach to stop it from going all the way to the fence. And the first baseman able to come and get it.
To be a hit and run play there, Kyle, where you would likely want to see the hitter try to move the ball to the right side while the runner steals, while the second baseman is covering, although it should be the shortstop's ball. on this if the runner does go. So it's very interesting to see how this goes here. The Blue Knights defense steps in. He goes again. And
Another hit and run
side.
through the gap between first and second. That's going to lead the other Colby over at third base. And the hit and run works perfectly as the Colbys on first and third now with 0 outs in the top of the 4th inning.
It was great execution of the hit and run play. We saw it ineffective with the foul ball last pitch, but able to pull through and get the ball on the ground. Basically, the name of the game when the hit and run is just getting that ball on the ground and getting those runners advancing. So now first and third, and with 2 Colby brothers on, don't be surprised to see a steal here from first to second to get the runner in scoring position and leave first base open, a base hit, bringing it in 2, Kyle.
Yeah, it's worked just like that in the first inning where Plamondon was not able to get the defense. And after a couple nice singles here, a swing, a stolen base. Oh, they did a great attempt there to look like the throwdown was second to get the runner to go home, but it was not to be, as now there are runners at second and third. And now we'll see what they can do here. A high pitch there.
So I'll give that 3 stolen bases. Altogether 4 for the Colby family today.
Yeah, they're doing their magic here for the Sabres.
I might as well call them the Hamburglers, Kyle.
Solid hit out there to left field. It's going to get past the fielder and just keep going. 2 runs come in, making it a 6-0 game, and he's still rolling. Let's see if he gets the triple, and he's able to come home now. Let's see if the plate of the plate. He comes in and standing up. A triple with an error makes a 7-0 Sabres lead here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see, but great piece of hitting there by Burke, and he scoots around the bases faster than a Christmas goose, and he was able to score easily on that error by missed throw.
A tough play there by Plamondon. He is going to get the hook in this game. A great effort there. He had some plays that his defense did not help him out there, so he's going to get the loss at this point in this game, but unfortunately, it should not be completely his fault, as we will get a new pitcher. Number 10 comes in, and we'll take a quick break, kind of get a look of where the fielders are and how this pitcher is, and we'll be right back for the top of the 4th inning. Still no outs for the Sabres as they look to continue their lead. And we are back here for the 4th inning, a 7-0 Sabres lead, and Austin Chanel comes in to be the pitcher with the Blue Knights down 7 runs here. Let's see if he has any better luck here against these yellow Sabres. A high fly ball into the sun, into the wind. We'll see what happens here. And the ball drops over the right fielder's head. He's going to go for 3 at this rate. And let's see where the throw goes. The throw is over his head, and the Sabres able to score another run here, and they are pumped up as a error, I guess that would be. It's going to be marked as a single, I believe, but with fast base running, he is able to scamper around. A bad throw leads to basically an in-the-park home run, and just like that, Austin Chanel comes in 1 pitch and gives up a run.
And Bagshaw flies it up high, but keeps running at full speed, knowing that the wind and the sun were going to be factors here.
Huge factor in this game for sure. As next Friday, we actually will have a night game possibly here at Gill Stadium for a change. We'll have the lights on. It's a 7:30 start, and that's going to be definitely a change in the shape of the game possibly. A swing and a miss there. Austin Chanel looking.
Prior to that last substitution, folks, we do have Lopez going over to shortstop in relief of Chanel, who is now in pitching, and Plamondon going to second base duty over to third base for the Blue Knights.
And another screamer out there to left field. He's looking, and he is able to make the catch for the first out of the inning.
These Sauhegan Sabres hitters are all over Chanel to start out, getting really good contact on the ball. And thankfully the defense by the Blue Knights stepping up on this one.
They are looking to make quick work of this game with a 10-run rule. All they got to do is get to the 5th inning, and we'll see what happens here. As coming up to the bat is number 30 here. And we do not have a number 30 on our, oh, excuse me, 20. Sorry, I had a tough angle from what I was looking at, which we,
Who is it?
as we trying to figure this out
Hauser?
here.
Yes.
Okay. It looks like Hauser is in the game.
I don't know if he has any relation to Doogie Howser or anything like that. Substitutions are being made here for the Sabres as, again, we do not have the first names, and we're going off of as much as we can up here. And he gets a hold of it. Let's see if this left fielder can make another play. And just like that, 2 outs off of 2 pitches. And that's really helping Austin Chanel out.
Well, Sauhegan again, good contact, but we call those Atom balls, Kyle. Hit him right at him.
I gotta wonder if the wind blowing from left field towards us is making a huge factor. Some of these balls, if the wind was going the other way, if there was a southerly wind, those might be gone. But able to stay in the ballpark as Austin Chanel, after giving up a quick run, able to make 2 outs with the Sabres still scratching away, trying to get some more runs.
And Novak steps in. Believe he was triple in his first at bat, and then a quick out in his second at bat. So let's see if he can redeem himself from the last one. But after those 2 hits, showing some power from the Sabres, I'm sure he's anxious to join the fun as well.
A nice curve, just not able to get a called strike on that, and a 1-2 count.
A 1-2 count here for Chanel. Let's see if he can get this 3rd out.
And the wind starting blowing again, makes the fastball inside, not able to cut in across the plate, and a 2-2 count. We have not seen a hat blow off a player yet in this inning, but we've seen 2 hats fall off so far thanks to the wind. And just like that, a strikeout for Austin Chanel. He gives up a run, but he gets 3 outs very quickly. Impressive work right there for Chanel. We will see what the Blue Knights can do as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, down 8 runs. And we'll be right back for the Manchester Public Television's baseball action. And we are back here for the bottom of the 4th inning, and we saw a phenomenal pitching performance by Wilson from the Sabres. But after giving up the lone hit of the game, as he had a great pitching performance, he has been pulled for Burke, one of the brothers there who is playing third base. And Burke looks like he's got some speed on his fastball for sure, which could cause trouble for the Blue Knights, as Wilson, a heck of a performance there, is in line to get the victory. Up 8-0 are the Sabres, and we'll see what the Blue Knights can do as we have another substitution there, Ryan.
Yep, and Hauser will go in to relieve Burke at third base. Wilson comes out of the game. And again, a spectacular performance from Wilson, being very commanding with his fastball and other pitches and keeping his pitch count very low. But obviously, in a situation like this, when you have a lead, as a coach, you want to try to get as many people to get some experience as possible. So Burke comes in, Wilson out. Would likely use Wilson in some later games to be able to eat up those innings and give him some adequate rest for the later season.
And up to bat here for the Blue Knights is Jacob Plamondon, the starting pitcher for the Blue Knights, who was pulled after giving up 7 runs. He's the second baseman now, but he had a decent time at the plate, just not able to get the defense that was needed. And we'll see if he can help the team with his offense here, with Burke cleaning out the sand from his eyes. This not sure if he's a contact aware or not, but he's it's tough when the only area of this field that is actually natural is the mound. And with this wind blowing, you can see the sand kind of coming off the mound. And hopefully he can see the batter and not be hitting him. We'll see what this happens with the first pitch. Fastball fouled back up our way.
And Burke's showing a heavy fastball here early on. And credit to Plamondon for commanding the pitching earlier in the game. He was able to show a lot of discipline and getting some strikes and work the black part of the plate and came out of the game. But not deterred, steps in, looking to make an impact on this for the Blue Knights.
Plamondon, his favorite player is Dustin Pedroia. Makes sense being that he plays over at second base as well. A grounder right back to the pitcher. Burke throws over to first. Plamondon doesn't even run it out, doesn't even drop his bat, and is walking back to the dugout with the first out of the fourth inning.
Yep, an unfortunate out there. It's those are one of the more frustrating ones as a hitter. I wish you could get back when you put a good piece on the ball and goes right back to the pitcher. Happy birthday.
And the catcher up to bat here. A fastball right down the middle there. Called a strike.
And again, heavy heat here. Wilson was really more of an accurate pitcher, kind of like you'd see like Greg Maddux style, but he seems to be, Burke anyway, shows some great power from the mound. So this is going to be an adjustment that a lot of these hitters are going to have to make, having seen Burke, all of them, at least once.
Eddie's favorite musical artist, Bad Bunny. I'm not too familiar with too many of his big hits, but Bad Bunny sounds like a great artist. I might have to pull that out of my, into my record collection here. We'll see what happens. As now he's down 0-2 in the count. Burke really bringing the heat here in this bottom of the fourth inning. Looks like it's going to be another fastball. I'm guessing high heat. No, he shakes him off. Maybe we're going to go with a curveball. We saw him warming up with a curveball earlier, and we'll see.
He does go off speed with this one. And, Kyle, we also have another substitution, or at least a change. It appears that Backshot in right field is now taking over the first base duties. So once we get a better idea of who's in right field, we'll update that for you folks.
Yeah, the substitutions are coming hot and heavy as we get a strike three call as Reddy Saza Rojas not pleased with the umpire right there. He's got squeezed on that third called strike, and now 2 outs for the Blue Knights in this bottom of the fourth as Matt Lebrecht comes back up to the plate here. And fouls one way over towards Maple Street as it hits the fence and comes back on as the right able to snag it and get it back as we are able to save a baseball. And now we'll see what we can do with a 1 strike for Matt Lebrecht.
Looks like we've got Jocks out there in right field there, Kyle.
And we got a Lebrecht decides to step out, the big first baseman here. His future plans include playing college baseball, so congratulations to him on his future of playing college baseball. We'll see what we can do here. Inside pitch kind of got him a little jammed up, and now 2 strikes on him. Lebrecht, his favorite food? Can't go wrong with some steak. Whether it be ribeyes, T-bones, fillets, sirloins, I think Lebrecht is happy with whatever type of steak gets served his way.
Well,
it is National Prime Rib Day as well here today, so hopefully he gets a nice prime rib when he gets out of here.
no, the only wrong way to cook a steak
Fouls, hits it off the plates. Easy play for Burke, and they are able to get the third out. Quick work there by Burke as the Blue Knights, they go down 1-2-3 again, just as they did in the first and second inning. As we go to the top of the fifth, the Sabres really doing a number to the Blue Knights, up 8-0. We'll be right back in just a few moments. As we start the top of the fifth inning with Austin Chanel back on the mound here. Gave up 1 run in the fourth inning. We'll see how he does here in the fifth with the first batter up to the plate here. Ball 1 outside. Big number looks like 21 up to plate here as we're got some more changes for the Sabres out here. Trying to figure out who this big number 21 is. He's definitely looks to be about 6'1", 170 pounds here.
Same name, but in that spot.
So we'll see what we can do as a 0-2 or 2-0 count. Now ball 3.
Yeah, so this is the younger Dufour.
Oh, another Dufour. All right.
So they appear to be
A lot of
recruiting
brothers
family
apparently in
members.
Sauhegan. I'm impressed with this. It does help to have a brother that's, and we'll take a easy walk to first base for ball 4. Austin Chanel gets himself in a little bit of trouble with one base runner here.
And here comes Button up to the plate. So, yeah, it appears that Chanel's having some trouble locating his spots here, as he's been on the left side of the plate here on pretty much all of them. 2-4 with a pretty substantial lead.
Oh, up our way. Scared our statistician here, Michael Martineau, who jumped back even though there's some glass and a little bit of wall in our way of getting hits. Apparently he's I'm glad to see that your ability to see and read the play is still happening pretty well there, Mike, will be taking over. A inside pitch. 1-1 count here for the Sabres. Sabres just need to score 2 more runs, and they will be up 10, which would make the pressure really be put on the Blue Knights, as they would need to score in the bottom of the 5th inning to have anything going. We even got some relief pitchers out there in right field for the Sabres, so we could see the last of Burke as well, as with a 8-run lead. They are just inside pitch. Chanel really having issues with a 3-1 count now, or excuse me, 2-1 count.
And Chanel's having some trouble with that rubber, even on the pickoff play. He stumbled a little bit, and let's hope that he's going to be okay here to settle in and get the ball back over the plate.
And the pitch.
There he goes.
A nice, smooth strike right down the middle of the plate.
Finding his form again and putting one right over the dish.
Now,
Let's see if he
2-2 counts.
See if he can come back here and get the K, or at least a ground ball double play.
And the pitch. He fouls it up. Should be an easy play for Eddie.
Ross.
Eddie
Makes the
able to
catch.
make the catch with some defense, but the runner decides he's going to go to second base, and the umpire is saying safe. And just like that, Dufour down in scoring territory at second base, but a nice out there by Chanel.
And now one down as we see Colby step in. And every time the Colbys have been involved in this game, there seems to be a lot of excitement. So let's see what happens with first base open here and a runner in scoring position. Let's see if Chanel can get something going.
Chanel will take any of those fly balls that he can. That's what helped him out in the last inning. A strike call there with 2 fly balls out to left field, able to help the cause. And he's found his mojo out here on the mound with another strike. Pitch grounder over to shortstop. Let's see how the throw is. It is off target, and he is safe at first base.
And some good defense over there, getting off the bag. A lot of cases you'll see some stretches or some jumps, and that's when the ball seems to go awry and that runner stays at second base.
He avoided the error for sure, as that ball would have just screamed way out there to the first base side. So now 1 out with runners at first and second. See if they go for this hit and run again. A called strike there to number 14.
Yeah, the double steal got him last time, but some signals being displayed by the third base coach as Colby steps in to follow his brother.
Impressive to see. It's his 4th time up to bat, a screaming foul ball way out there to the first base side. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was not going to move the camera because I could see that it was going to be foul. Way foul, for sure. And now he's down in the hole, down 0-2. 5th inning, and he's 4th time up the bat, Ryan.
I know, and let's see if he can hold off here, as he's been a nuisance on the base pass with 3 stolen bases and his brother the 1. So let's see if he can hold the anchor at second base and keep these runners from advancing.
And the pitch. He gets a hold of it, sends it out to the gap between center and left. That's going to get 1 run in, as the runner will go to third base as well, and we have a 9-0 lead here for the Sabres with runners on first and third, Ryan.
And again, the Colbys on the corners, as it should be trouble. And again, look for them to steal that extra bag. And with the 9th run on, they're 1 run away from the mercy rule, Kyle.
Obviously, the Blue Knights would get one more opportunity to bat here in this game, but not a great day at the ballpark. You're supposed to root for the home team, but the Blue Knights have really done nothing to really make us want to root. But we'll see what happens. Austin Chanel has been pretty good on the mound, and he needs to get a double play or something here. We'll try to get that squeeze strike there on number 17. Was not able to.
I mean, you can see the shortstop and the second baseman pinning that second bag in hopes of a double play, and that's exactly what they need right now as Burke steps in. A very aggressive hitter. Should be interesting, Kyle.
Outside, ball 2. Oh, excuse me, ball 1. Forgot that there wasn't a throw yet. Got a little ahead of myself.
And he steps in, and AC looks in and gets the sign, and he sets. And the pitch.
A screamer down the third base side that goes foul all the way to the bullpen. Let's see if anyone has to go chase. Yep, there we go. We got number 4 from the Blue Knights going down to shag that ball as we have a 1-1 count.
A 1-1 count here. It'd be good to get something off speed and hopefully get him off balance here to get that ground ball. But let's see what AC says. He looks right in and trusts Rojas with the sign.
2-1 count and the pitch. Oh, what a great curve strike there. A 2-2 count. Really froze him there at the plate.
A good setup by the catcher there to make sure AC had a nice off-speed pitch, and he froze him right there with that one. But Burke likely sitting fastball here, trying to rip something to the opposite side to get the run in.
Big lead at first base. See if he takes off. A fly ball, shortstop ranging over. Third base calling for it. Oh, near collision, able to make the catch, and the throw over to first, not in time, as usually a routine pop-up there has not been very routine here today with these blustery conditions. And thankfully, Austin Chanel is pleased that his teammates were able to get that out. And now there are 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. 2 runners on, still looking to make number 10 to really put the pressure on the Blue Knights.
And Lopez really wisely taking the leadership role of that play, where Duty turned his back to the plate. Try to chase down that ball and rip to center field, drop it quickly, and he makes the play in the inning. Nice job by the center fielder.
Well, 1 run comes in for the Sabres. 2 men left on as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Blue Knights really have the pressure on them, down 9 runs. We'll see what they can do as they have a meeting right here. It's do or die almost just about, as the Blue Knights really struggling today. We'll see what we can do. We'll be right back after this.
Yeah, live from Gill Stadium, folks. We are back in the bottom of the 5th inning as May steps in against Burke. Sauhegan has a 9-0 lead. And joining me in the booth is Mike. How are you doing, Mike?
Doing good.
Mike Martineau has been our statistician here in the booth. He's going to be providing some commentary with us as well as we move on, as the count goes 1-0 here. Burke looking to close out this inning quickly as they can get another stab at the bats here, and the Blue Knights looking to score and prevent the mercy rule from going into effect. He looks in the pitch. Down, and we go 2-0 here to May. May struck out his last time up. And he sets. Burke delivers. Hard fastball outside, called the ball. We're up 3-0 here. May looks to get on base to open up the inning for the Blue Knights.
Then we'll go to at least the 6th inning.
Let's hope so, Mike.
With Sauhegan not scoring that last half inning.
That's very true. And a nice fastball over the plate that makes the count 3-1. Taking all the way is May, and let's see if they can get the bats swinging here. The Blue Knights do need to score some runs here, Mike.
Yes, they do.
And he settles in, catcher with the sign. Burke delivers. Fastball outside, strike 2. 3-2 count. Burke works it back up, and May steps back in, looking to protect. Looking in, and here's the signal, and Burke finally gets the one he wants. Winds up and delivers. Fouled back. And May stepping out.
He's staying alive, and he also plays football for West. I don't know what position, but
plays football. Looks like his goals for the season to have a 300 batting average. So let's see if he can start by getting on base here, Mike, and the pitch. And he takes the walk down to first. Blue Knights now in contention here to score some runs, Mike.
Yes.
And that brings up Lopez, who stepped in at shortstop, made that last play.
Struck out his first time.
Yep, struck out his first time, looking to redeem himself. Now he's seen some pitches here. Let's see if he can make an impact. No outs. Top of the fifth here, folks. May leads from first. The pitch. First pitch strike, fastball. Burke really relying on that heat to get ahead.
For sure.
And quickly 0-1 here as Lopez steps back in and settles in, and Burke already has the signal. And he delivers. Right over the plate again. Quickly 0-2 here. Burke making quick work, as Wilson did as was his first time on the mound there earlier, Mike.
For sure. Hopefully Lopez gets a piece of it here. I was like, he'll strike out. We'll see.
There's a pitch. Ooh, some heavy heat inside. Brushes him off the dish. Lopez thinking before he steps in, what's he going to throw me next? And it's been all fastballs here from Burke, and May getting his lead at first, and Lopez stepping in and setting his feet while Burke sets with the pitch. High fastball just outside. Now the count's even at 2-2. Lopez being patient here, using his time wisely as he steps in and looking to make an impact. His favorite food is Chinese food.
You can't go wrong with that.
Speak for yourself, Mike. I haven't had Chinese food in a while as he fouls it back into the catcher's mitt for the out. An unfortunate at bat for Lopez, but got to see some pitches. And it looks like we've got a sub here, Mike.
Chris Stewart, who is A-side commit, has committed to playing baseball at A-side next year.
Oh, very nice. The NHCI Lynx.
Yep.
Over in Concord.
Yep. The school I go to right now, my 8th year, trying to help out with all the programs up there, especially softball and men's basketball, and he'll probably have a double the number next year for his uniform.
Yeah, he fouls it back there. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Burke taking command of this inning very early. Yeah, but NHTI well known for their athletics, mainly basketball, men's basketball always being successful under Paul Hogan up there.
Yep, national champs last year.
National champs last year and many years prior to that.
Yeah.
I attended NHTI from 05 to 07 prior to going to West Virginia there, Mike, and it was always fun to watch the watch the basketball games as they were very competitive. As is another high pitch, 2-2 the count as we head in. And Burke cleaning up the mound there as he steps back into the plate here. And he is undeterred as he's fouled off a couple. May lead the lead at first. A pitch. Ooh, inside. Backs him off a little bit. And we're starting to see the pace and the pitching slow down as the mound seems to be falling apart out there. They keep having to sweep in the sand and clean out the holes. And Burke sets. 3-2 count. And he called third strike. Left him as a pair of shoes there, Mike.
Yes.
And unfortunately, the Blue Knights now down to their final out of the inning here as we go to the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. Runner on first. Burke settling in. And that brings up, I believe it's Mendez, if I'm not mistaken. No, I am mistaken. Looks like we have another substitution, folks, number 2. And he sets in, and we'll get the name for you as soon as we get that up. No rush there, folks. And 0-1 count to start. Ground ball at the middle, and he tags the bag for the out. Souhegan Sabres make quick work of the Blue Knights, and the score still 9-0. After 5, we go to the top of the 6th with Souhegan coming up to bat, and we'll be right back. And it looks like we have
Hauser up to the bat, I believe. And AC still on the mound for the Blue Knights as we enter the top of the 6th inning. Sauhegan up 9-0 in the pitch to open up. Outside for ball 1.
I think that's Carr from who pinch ran earlier.
Oh, actually, you're all right. It is Carr. Excuse me, folks. That is Carr, who was the runner for the first baseman earlier in the game. And over the outside corner in the black for strike 1, 1-1 count. AC regaining some control here. Carr steps back in. From the wind-up, the pitch. Off speed in the dirt, just missed. This goes 2-1. So let's see if the Blue Knights can quickly get out of this inning and prevent any more tallies on the board here from the Sabres, who have been on fire this game. Off-speed pitch on the corner for the strike. Sauhegan not as aggressive as they have been in the prior innings. Carr steps in, 2-2 count. AC looking to make quick work of him. He's got his sign, the wind up, the pitch. And he gets him with a strikeout. Excellent pitch from AC. And that is the first out of the inning, folks. And now we have Hauser up. Hauser steps back in after subbing in for Dufour.
And fight out left field back in the 4th.
That's right. They were getting pretty hungry with the bats there, Mike. They were hitting them pretty far, but Blue Knights defense staying on top of it in the pitch. Ooh, and it looks like... Oh, for a minute I thought they might have hit him, but it actually went behind him, folks. And wild pitch. 1-0 count. 1 out. 9-0 Sauhegan Sabres here at Gill Stadium against the Blue Knights of Manchester West. Chanel with the delivery. Ooh, right back up. You probably heard that, folks. Knock right off the glass. Made Mike and I step back a step there.
Yeah.
Well, we have a 1-1 count now as Chanel steps in after putting the ball in the zone with a foul ball back. Hauser steps back in. He's got his sign. And a wind-up's in the pitch. Off speed. Ground ball to short. And he gets him at first. Nice play by the Blue Knights there to get the second out. And we are still no hits in the inning for Sauhegan. Quick work from Chanel.
With Novak coming up, who is...
Well, he's made quite a statement here early on with the triple there, Mike.
Yeah, a triple back in the first and then
That's right.
got out to second and struck out last time.
That's right. As I said before, we were with Mike Martineau, who was keeping the book for us up here, so he's really got a good handle on who's done what from pretty much both sides. So thanks for being on top of that, Mike, as we look at the first pitch strike. Chanel nods in at his catcher, Rojas, with the pitch. Another late swing, triggering a foul ball out to the right side. This one's going to get out of play. As it rolls off to the side where the bullpen is at, over by Maple Street. And we're starting to see this Blue Knights defense and pitching staff settle in, Mike. It's good to see as we hope for a rally at the bottom of the inning here in the 6th.
Yes, we do.
As we are dwindling down towards the end of the game. And Novak steps back in. AC's got the sign he wants. He winds and delivers. And it hits him in the back, unfortunately. And Novak takes the walk down to first. Thankfully, it looked like it was an off-speed pitch and not a fastball, but that one looked to just get away from him briefly. And first base runner of the inning reaches, and that will bring up Dufour. Dufour subbed in his last at-bat. And I think he grounded out to the shortstop last, if I do recall, or he actually grounded out to the pitcher.
Oh, I haven't. He scored, so...
Oh, he must have reached then. He must have...
reached on... I can't read my handwriting, so... and that's not a good thing.
Well, the important thing to know is he's one of the 9 runs that scored from Sauhegan,
Yes.
and we're going to try to keep him off the base pass, the Blue Knights will, as he steps in and hugs that plate tight. It's going to make it tough for AC to get in the strike zone here, but he gets in there anyway on the black side of the plate with a nice off-speed pitch as he goes back to the mound. Hauser off first. with one sock up and one pant leg down. Interesting. And he gets him to reach on the offside pitch, gets him to go fishing. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Chanel looking to close out this inning easy and make quick work of the Souhegan Sabres and help his Blue Knights out. Hauser off from first base with the lead. He sets and delivers. Runner's off, and he will be in there no problem at all, uncontested. Runner now in scoring position with a 2-2 count, 2 outs. 9-0 here from Gill Stadium. And now AC no longer has to worry about that runner at first. He steps in and gets the sign he wants. He sets from the stretch. Fastball. Grounder to third, and a tough play. He tags him at first for the out to end the inning, and a great play by the first baseman to get off the bag and make the play. And the Blue Knights keep Souhegan off of the scoreboard. We're still at 9-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th, here live from Gill Stadium. And welcome back, folks. We are in the bottom of the 6th. With the Blue Knights coming up. And Kavanaugh steps in.
Who only has the only base hit for the Blue Knights today, and one of 2 base runners that they've had.
Yep, so let's see if he can get back on and start a rally for these Blue Knights of Manchester West. And here's the pitch from Burke. And just outside and high for a ball.
And that base hit was a single to right field back in the 3rd.
Yeah, let's see if he can get through the gap here and make some damage. And Kavanaugh playing strictly outfield positions as he takes a strike. But also plays football. Goal for the season. A lot of these Blue Knights hitters aiming to hit 300. Inside.
Had to jump back on that one.
Indeed, that was close.
Yeah.
And his future career plans include aeronautical engineering, which is, props to him. That takes a lot of schooling and some dedication and a lot of math. Math is not one of my favorite subjects there, Mike. I'm not sure about you.
This account goes to 3-1.
Yep, 3-1. I believe the scoreboard might be incorrect, but I think you're correct, Mike. I'll trust your intuition. And he takes the walk. Right you are, Mike. All right, so we now have the 3rd base runner for the Blue Knights in the entire game, and Kavanaugh, 2nd time on base. And now the top of the order is Austin Chanel hopes to help his own cause here as he steps in.
Struck out in the 1st and flied out to center field in the 3rd.
Kavanaugh takes a pretty big secondary lead as he avoids the first pitch for a ball. AC stepping back in, hugging the plate. Kavanaugh taking a pretty big lead off of first. And he sets and the pitch. Fastball over to the right side. This is going to be trouble in the gap, and he fumbles it. The runner goes around second for third, and AC's into second, and we have runners in scoring position for the Blue Knights, folks. An excellent double from AC.
Absolutely. Great way to get on base with a great hit right there in the gap to have 2 ducks on the pond and try to rally back in the 6th inning. We'll go to, since Souhegan didn't score in the top of the 6th, we will go the full distance.
This appears to be that way, Mike, as Burke is still throwing from the windup to Plamondon, who was the first pitcher in the game. And the first pitch is well outside. He's going to make a run for it to score, and he will be in there. And the Blue Knights put a run on the board, and the runner moves up to 3rd in Austin Chanel. So now we are at 9-1 Souhegan over Manchester West. And here come the Blue Knights, folks. And here comes Plamondon back into play with a runner in scoring position at 3rd base. Fly ball or a base hit will get him in easily.
Offered to ground out to 2nd and to the pitcher.
Let's see if these Blue Knights can rally as Burke now switches to the stretch from the windup interesting choice here, and he delivers, and a tough swing, and now the count goes to 1-1. Plomondon getting in there immediately, trying to disrupt Burke's pace here and keep the at-bat alive, and I'd love to see that aggression. And let's see if it translates to some offense. Inside, he backs him off the plate, but the umpire calls it a strike just over the black, and now we've got a 1-2 count. Plomondon undeterred, steps back in the back of the box, hugging the plate, and let's see what he can get done here. Burke sets, and the pitch. High and inside. Easy one to waylay off there, Mike.
2-2 at the count.
And we're at a 2-2 count. 9-1 here as we are in the bottom of the 6th inning here at Gill Stadium. Sauhegan Sabres 9, Blue Knights 1. Plomondon in the box and Burke at the mound. He sets and delivers. Ground ball up the middle. AC holding at third, and he's going to stay there. Out at first base is Plomondon. And the first out of the inning is recorded. And that's going to bring up Salzo Rojas, the catcher.
0 for 2 today with 2 Ks.
Unfortunately, he had that long foul ball that made it out almost to the parking lot. But undeterred, he steps in with a lot of confidence here to make some runs and an impact here in this game as the 1-0 pitch is high. One down here in the bottom of the 6th. Blue Knights hoping to make an impact here as they've already cut into the lead by 1 with a runner on third. Strike 1 over the plate, 1-1 count. Rojas has now seen 2 of Burke's pitches as he hopes to get a hold of one here. He steps in and Burke sets, looks over at AC at third base. Oh, and he knocks him down. Throws almost right at his helmet. Ross very, very carefully getting out of the way.
Yep, Duncan didn't actually fall into the ground on that one.
Yeah, it's almost like an earthquake. He had to duck and cover there, Mike.
Yes.
AC off of third. Burke from the stretch. Strike 2 over the plate. We got an even count at 2-2. And tight spot here for Salzo Rojas. 2-2. He has not swung the bat yet, and Burke really stepping into these fastballs here as he throws, and it's high. 3-2 as he works the count full with first base open.
You gotta swing on this one. If it's not close, gotta swing at it just in case.
Yeah, I mean, it is a full count, and you have to be a very defensive hitter here, Mike. And there's the pitch, and he puts one behind us here. Foul out of play.
Way to keep the bat alive.
And he's fouling off the one he didn't want, but Burke right around the plate here, Mike, almost the entire time he's been in as he relieves Wilson, who was right around the plate almost the entire time, commanding his fastball to get a lot of outs and only 1 hit. An impressive performance. And high for ball 4, and now we've got runners on the corners. The Blue Knights of Manchester West are coming alive here, folks. And that brings up Lebrec. Lebrec, unfortunately, 2 groundouts, but he has been putting good bat on the ball here and hoping to make some contact off Burke with runners on the corners here. Let's see what we can do here, Manchester West. As Burke settles in and looks at the runners and sets for the first pitch. And it's a fly ball out to the right side. Back to tag is AC, and he makes the catch. And AC should be able to score easily on this play, and that will give the Blue Knights their second run of the game. Excellently done there. And still a long way to go, but that lead is now cut down to 7 in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. And that brings up May,
who is 0 for 1 with a walk.
And May, yep.
And struck out back in the 2nd.
Yeah, runner on first, and the delivery is high and inside. Burke settling in here and hopes to get out of this, I don't know if you'd call it a jam, but he has given up 2 runs this inning, and the
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good cut by May, but just under, and looking like Bo Bichette with that long hair down there.
Yes, he does.
A lot of these guys on Manchester West battling for best hair, it appears. And the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Quickly goes down to 1-2. And the Blue Knights down to their final strike of the inning. Let's see if May can get some contact here, move the runners around. Salza Rojas off first. The pitch, high and inside again, and that's 2-2. Count even.
Some sweet chin music there.
Indeed. Well, if he is missing, he's trying to back his hitters off the plate there. It looks like he's trying to establish a strike zone and keep the hitters at bay, and Burke doing that with pretty well effectiveness as he sets and delivers. And the pitch gets away from him, and Rojas is going 2, and he's looking 3. And he hauls to second, but runner moves into scoring position, just a base hit away from run number 3, Mike.
Yep.
As the count goes full with 2 outs.
Yep.
And Burke trying to settle in here as this has quickly gotten away from him in 1 inning, and the Blue Knights looking to take advantage. And the pitch to May. Swing and a miss, and he gets out of trouble. And the Blue Knights do some damage, cutting the lead from 9-7 as we go into the top of the 7th inning, folks. The last inning and the last chance for the Blue Knights to do some damage. We're live from Gill Stadium, and we'll be right back.
As we go to the top half of the 7th with Sauhegan having a 9-2 lead over the West Blue Knights, Lions Mike Martineau alongside Ryan DeRose, and enjoying this beautiful game here at Gill Stadium.
Right you are, Mike, and the first pitch from AC is a fly ball right up, and the pitcher, AC, calls it. Taking command. Oh, and he drops it. Oh, that's so unfortunate, and the runner is going to reach on the error.
Yep.
Oh, that's too bad. And the Blue Knights, unfortunately, forgot that first at bat, and the first base runner is on. And that will bring up Colby. And here we go. The Colby brothers are now in contention here for MVPs of the day, as they have been all over the base paths.
Yeah.
And this is a nightmare for AC to see them up again. And the lead runner on with the pitch. He is taking off, and a fly ball back towards us. And that hits on the roof there.
Yep.
So it looks to be they are trying to get this game over with rather quickly, but 9-2 lead from Sauhegan, and they're not holding back at all, Mike.
No, we are not. But West will still have the last at bat in the bottom half of this inning, so.
Yeah, that they do, and we'll hope to see another rally as they started to show signs of life. And nice stop by Rojas in the back of the dirt there.
And we do have somebody warming up in the Sauhegan bullpen, if necessary, just to pitch the 7th.
Yep, and we'll see if they try to make any changes here as AC goes to the set. Runner from first is staying, and Salza Rojas with another stop in the dirt there. Chanel from the stretch as Colby steps in. And the pitch. And he's going. A hit-and-run play. And he's going to stop at second base as they get the ball in quickly. So still a forced play out there with runners at first and second, but the second of the Colby brothers is now coming to the plate. And he has been on every single time, and he has been absolutely devastating to this Blue Knights team with 4 stolen bases, if I do recall.
Yeah, two runs scored as well.
2 runs scored, and his brother's over at first, and here comes the pitch from Chanel. Oh, almost hits him. It's so far inside. Salza Rojas with the stop. 2 on and no out here with the 1-0 count. 9-2. Sauhegan over the Manchester West Blue Knights. The pitch. Foul ball off to the left side.
Into the bleachers, so that goes.
And Chanel back on the mound with a 1-1 count here to Colby. And he gets the one he wants. He sets. And the pitch.
And this one looks to be playable off to the left side and foul ground. Diving and not quite making the catch is that is Duty over there at third.
As the count goes to 1 and 2.
1-2 count, and he's checking for raspberries on that turf. It's unforgivable down there. It sure is. Kobe steps back in, and here goes Chanel with the 1-2. And another hit and run play out to left field, and it's going to get by him. And this is going to get the runners well around. Colby coming around third with his brother right behind him, going to third. And 2-run score on the triple. And that is going to put up the Souhegan Sabres 11-2 over the Blue Knights. And boy, those hits to the outfield were blistering line drives. Tough to play those, especially with the sun and the wind today.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Souhegan getting another break here, and Colby now on third base again. And that will bring up
Buck,
Yep, they'll bring up Burke.
who is 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, 1 run scored. Got out to short in the first, walked in the second, fly out to shortstop in the fifth, and got on and had 2 RBIs.
And this one goes out to left, and he's going to redeem himself on this one. Makes the catch. Colby is going to tag, and they're not going to have a chance to get him with his blistering speed. And now they are up to 12-2. And being the 7th inning, the Blue Knights will still get up to bat to try to deter this loss. They will have their work cut out for them, though, as they will need to score 11 runs to walk away with the win here. And that brings up Bagshaw. They're person in the 3-hole here. Base is empty, and AC will be going from the windup. He sets and delivers. Strike 1 on the foul tip into the mitt.
Baxter is 1 for 4 today. Got into the pitcher, strikeout, a base hit in the 4th, and flied out to center field back in the 5th.
Yeah, that center field fly ball was on a rope, and the wind knocking it down, if I do recall. And Bagshaw looking to get in here and do some more damage with a big warm-up swing there. AC hoping to get out of this. We've got 1 down with the 1-1 count. 12-2, Souhegan now over the Blue Knights. And that one misses low, and 2-1 the count. Backshot stepping back in, and AC gets the one he wants. Gets it on the corner of the black there. A nice gift from the umpire. AC now evens the count at 2-2 as Bagshaw steps in, looking to get another frozen rope to the outfield here. And the delivery of the 2-2. High and outside, and the count goes full. Still 1 down here in the top of the 7th, and a very windy day
Yes,
here
for
at
sure.
Gill Stadium in Manchester. And the pitch. Ground ball right side, second base, easy play. And the Blue Knights are now down to 1 more out to go, 2 outs.
As Cog comes back up to bat in the 4-hole and struck out his last time at bat.
Carr was part of the courtesy runner who took over for Dufour early in the game. And now Carr steps in for his second at bat against AC. The pitch. Early swinging and a huge miss there. Nice off-speed stuff from AC. And 0-1 the count. Manchester West hoping to get up to bat here and do some damage here and get out of this inning quick. And the second pitch is down and outside. Salza Ross flips it back. And looking forward to some nice warm weather games next week. As Kyle had mentioned, there will be a night game next week that we're very excited about. Night game baseball here at Gill Stadium with the lights on. Always a good thing to see.
Yes, it is.
Gearing up for summer ball with many of the Elysian teams in the area playing here, the Jutras and the Post 79 and Sweeney Posts, coming from most of these high school teams in West, Central, and Memorial. As the count is even at 2-2. Carr steps in as Chanel delivers. And a fly ball. That one looks like trouble, heading out to right center field, and it drops. It hits the ground, but the runner didn't go from first. There's a chance, but he will slide in safely. Oh, or did he catch it? I think they called that an out. Oh, no. Not sure what's going on there. There was 2 outs, and well, we got a runner on second base.
Hauser back up a bit. Fly out to left in the 4th, and grounded 6-3 back last inning.
Carr on his horse there, able to squeak a double out of that. Was hit high and sharp, but the wind was pushing it left to right. Center fielder called off, and the right fielder just couldn't make the play. He was able to knock it down, but the pitch out to right side again. This one's going to be foul territory, but play is unlikely, and that one just stays outside and ends up in the bullpen.
Yep.
And now we've got an 0-2 count. Let's see if 0-2 can make him, or excuse me, let's see if AC can let him miss here 0-2 with a dirty pitch. Something here with a good miss would be great right now to get out of this inning and forget about these runs. And he delivers. On the corner, gets him looking like a pair of shoes there. And that leaves the score 12-2 in the top of the 7th as we go to the bottom of the 7th with the Blue Knights coming up. Last at bats here for Manchester West. And let's see if they can put a dent in the scoreboard here and come away with a very big victory. Again, the work's cut out for them, but we're here live at Gill Stadium for the bottom of the 7th inning coming up. We'll be right back. Looks Burke is back over at his post at third base, and Mike, who's covering for him now?
Jocks is into pitch.
That's right. Jocks, who was previously in right field, I believe, is now into pitch.
As Lopez steps up, who has struck out twice. And Jocks seems to have a heavy fastball, as you pointed out.
Yes, he does, and ball 2 on the outside half. Still looking like he's loosening up, obviously, with this windy weather and obviously standing out in right field, not seeing too many hits out there. His arm is likely cold, so he's got a nice closed stance delivery as he goes to the plate. And a heavy fastball in there for a foul ball, 2-1. And if you're just joining us, Sauhegan was able to rip off another 3 runs last inning to bring the score up 12-2 against the Blue Knights. So again, work cut out for them, and let's see how they respond. Lopez steps in. The pitch. And up the middle, this one could be trouble to the shortstop. Bobbled, and he slides in, and he's safe at first. So the Blue Knights still alive here with a runner on first. Second time in this game that they've led off the inning with a base runner. And
as Duty comes to the plate.
Duty comes up.
Who is 0 for 1 with ground out to second base back in the 3rd inning before again replaced by a pinch hitter and back in the 5th.
Yeah, fly ball to the right side. This one should be easy work for Burke as he goes over to pick that one up and 1 out quickly as Duty quickly retired. 1 out. Jacques returns to the mound, and now we've got number 2 stepping in. And opposite field, and a base hit to right.
Blue Knights has certainly shown life back in this bottom of the 7th inning.
Indeed, and Fiorenza steps in, getting a nice base hit to the opposite field, and he's got a boatload of energy out there. And we've got runners on first and second with 1 out. Still 12-2, but the Blue Knights showing signs of life as Kavanaugh steps in. The pitch from Jacques. Low in the dirt.
Had a single back in the third and scored last inning. That's probably that now back in the sixth.
Indeed, and Kavanaugh not deterred. He's standing right in the box there, comfortable. Let's see if the Blue Knights can make some action happen here in the bottom of the seventh as the ball is fouled right off the window, folks. Boy, they're letting us know they're here.
Yes, they are.
The Blue Knights are not done yet. Getting the thumbs up from the coach. We're okay, folks.
Yeah.
And runners still in first and second here. 1-1 count. Jacques gets his pitch signed from the catcher as he delivers. Fastball high and in. Kavanaugh barely budging, not even flinching really, as they're trying to own the zone there, and the count is 2-1. Jacques sets, looks home, and delivers. And a nice pitch, a heavy fastball. Kavanaugh just under it. And the count is now even at 2-2 with one out. And let's see if Kavanaugh can protect to move these Blue Knights up or best into scoring position or around to score. The pitch inside, and the count goes full. Great plate discipline by Kavanaugh as he steps in again. Nice long at bat. And let's see if he can get back on base here, Mike. And the 3-2 payoff pitch from Jacques. High and tight, and the bases are now loaded with Blue Knights. And here comes AC, looking to make another impact here. Things are getting interesting here at Gill Stadium.
Struck out in the first, fly out to center in the third, and score the second of the two runs back in the sixth innings.
And the pitch from Jacques. Chanel takes the first pitch strike over the outside corner. He's towing the line of that batter's box, letting him know that he's there and he's not going anywhere. Windy, left to right wind as Jacques takes the set. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Chanel. And quickly goes down 0-2. And Chanel getting quickly right back in that box. Jacques quickly back in the set. Fast pace here as we get the pitch. A little nubber over to the right side. One run will score. And he is out at first. 12-3 now.
And a 3-1 put out on that play as the Blue Knights go down to their last out.
Indeed. And that'll bring up Plamondon, starting pitcher of the game. Will be credited with the loss here unless he can turn it around here with runners in scoring position at second and third. The pitch. And a base hit. It's going to get down. Plamondon goes to first, and they're going to hold the runner at third. Kavanaugh stays, but another run comes in, and the rally has continued. As we are not done yet, folks. 12-4 Blue Knights. And that will bring up Salzo Rojas. And we've been waiting for him to make an impact in this game, and let's see if he can come to the rise to the occasion.
Over 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. One out in the corner. 2 outs in the bottom of the seventh. West down by 8. 12-4.
Well, Knights in shining armor. Look no further. As Salzo Rojas steps in with runners on the corners. And a pitch outside, 1-0. Mike, getting a little excitement here in the last 2 innings of the game.
Yes, we are. West is trying their best to mount a comeback.
And all the effort is going out there. We love to see it as we support our Manchester teams here at Gill Stadium. And a high cheddar fastball backing Salzo Rojas off the plate. Undeterred, he steps back in, takes a deep breath, and braces for the next pitch. Jacques comes to the set. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. 2-0 delivery. The pitch. Ground ball left side. This is going to be a tough play. And he is safe. Another run scored. Salzo Rojas with an infield base hit. And now it's 12-5 Blue Knights. And here they come, Mike.
Yep, with Black coming up to the plate. Only 3, but did get did get a sac fly last inning to drive in one of those two west runs back in the sixth.
LeBrec on with runners at first and second here.
Strike one is called.
And we've got an 0-1 count here with LeBrec looking to step in. Moving on to play some college baseball next year. And congratulations to him. Let's see if he can hit under pressure here in a tight spot. Low and outside. 1-1 the count. Shock's thinking to himself, how am I going to get this guy out? He steps back in from the stretch. The 1-1. Ground ball right side. And this is going to be close. And that's going to do it, folks. And a rally was mounting, and they did put in forth a great effort. But the way it ends today is 12-5. Sauhegan Sagers to the Manchester West Blue Knights. And thanks for joining us here. Lots of great positives in this game for the Manchester team as they battled back. Chanel came in to pitch and did a fantastic job, and we saw the bats come alive late, Mike. And hopefully this means that the team is on an upswing for some better performances later on to get some W's.
Yes, for sure. Even the third time out, they didn't feel as well as they did in the last game against Sauhegan, but there's much more baseball to come this season. Tune into Manchester Public TV for all the action of all three of our high school teams, being lacrosse, softball, baseball, anything else. For all the staff here at Manchester Public TV.
Yeah, I'm Ryan DeRoy for Kyle Heavey and Mike Martino. I'm Ryan DeRoy, and have a great evening, folks. Thanks for joining us.